Hey guys, Jacob here, and I want to show you this cool game I recently programmed, but let's start from the beginning. So, a while back, I was just having one of those nights where I was bored and started browsing through the different Android and Samsung SDKs. Honestly, is there a nerdy way to pass the time? Anyway, my phone is a Galaxy S23 Ultra, and it comes with this stylus.
No. Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away and you lose them. Yuck.
Called S Pen, which has all these cool features like air controls. Basically, you can make moves in the air to control things. And while scrolling through Samsung SDKs, I stumbled across the S Pen SDK and realized it gives you direct access to the gyroscope data from the pen itself. Right then, the idea to use it in a game popped into my head. Once I managed to get the S Pen connected to my device using this SDK, I started thinking about how the game itself should look. In the end, I went with an idea inspired by the classic Duck Hunt from the NES console, so I got to work. I downloaded the libgdx game framework, and after a few weeks, this simple game, or maybe it's better to call a tech demo, came together, and that's how Bird Hunt was born. I hadn't seen any games using the S Pen this way before, so maybe I'm the first, but let's back to the game itself. Here's the main menu. You will find game info, settings, and of course the option to start playing. The gameplay is super simple. You just shoot at the birds that appear on the screen. Don't worry, no birds were harmed in the making of this game. You control the game by moving the S Pen around, and you fire the shotgun by pressing the button on the S Pen itself. With each bird you shoot down, the game gets harder. The bird starts moving faster, and in later stages, instead of just one bird, you will see 2 at once, and then even 3 at the time, so there's no room for mistakes. I also tried to make this game as responsive as possible, so it works on any screen type, any aspect ratio, and even in split screen view. And since it's so well optimized, and in the end only works on Samsung devices, I couldn't resist adding one more thing. I added support for Samsung DeX, so if you have an HDMI adapter and connect your phone to a monitor, you can feel like it's the 80s again playing Duck Hunt. On the big screen, you can also see that the controls are not very precise. The S Pen was not created for such purposes, so it's no wonder. Among other technical problems, the stylus must be removed before starting the game so that the connection is good. The game actually runs surprisingly well in this mode, so now you can play while also handling very important business. If you want to try the game yourself, you can download it from the Google Play or through my GitHub, where you will also find the full game source code if you want to see exactly how it works. One important thing, as you have probably noticed, the game requires Samsung S Pen, and not just any S Pen, but one that supports Air Motion, so it only works on Galaxy Note 10 and newer Samsung devices. It should also work on Galaxy Tab and Galaxy Z Folds, but that depends on the type of S Pen you have. And of course, the game will only work on Samsung devices, so if your device has a stylus but it isn't a Samsung, there is no way it's gonna work. On the tech side, the game was fully written in Kotlin using the libgdx game framework. So go ahead, download it, give it a try, leave a comment, and see you the next time. And if you know Polish, which probably means we are from Poland, check out my Discord, link in the description.